Come here. Yeah, Nova. Nova. This is Nova Lane, and she is 2 years old. Say hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Nova.
Nova? You're so cute.
Yeah.
Are you cute?
Yeah.
Yes. How old are you?
2.
You're 2? Oh, you're so big.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are. You're a big girl?
Yeah.
Yes. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
See you later.
One of my most favorite things that I get to do as a mom is dealing with behavior. I know, shocking as that may sound, but it's actually so fascinating to me. Right now, I have a 1 and a 2-year-old, and if you're a mom, you very well know that these are the ages that people label as terrible twos, tantrum times. Like these are the times when parents don't so much like being a mom. It gets hard and it gets stressful sometimes, and we don't know how to handle everything all the time, right? But for me, I actually love it when my kids are this age. Yes, there are lots of tantrums happening and tons of emotions going off, but that's what I'm going to show you today. I was able to capture 2 experiences with my daughter Nova while she was having her classic tantrums. Now, it was quite difficult to capture these moments because 1, we've gotten it to where that they don't happen as often anymore because we've practiced a lot. We've practiced the same methods a lot of times. And for another thing, it's usually not the first thought in my mind, oh, when she's throwing a fit, capture it, get the camera, where is it? It took some time to capture these on video. But I thought it would be fun to basically walk you guys through my process of dealing with her tantrums. So before I show you the first clip, I kind of want to give some background or some backstory about what was happening that led up to her having her little tantrum. She used the bathroom, and then when it was time to wash her hands, of course, I needed to help her a little bit washing her hands, just to make sure that she got clean, everything was done right, but she didn't want me to help her. She wanted to do it by herself. So then that obviously led into her tantrum. This time I'm going to help you, okay? Okay. Are we all done?
No.
Come here. Yeah, Nova. Nova. Okay, so as you can see, she got pretty upset and then the meltdown starts happening. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to get down on her level to start talking to her and explaining to her what's going on. I'm not going to stand up regular and try to explain this to her because she's so little that it would feel like I was just talking at her and she wouldn't like understand or retain anything that's happening. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get down on her level and I'm just going to explain the situation to her and kind of talk her through what's going on. And as I explain to her, I also have the expectation that she stands up and looks at me so that I know that she is understanding what I'm saying to her. Once I explain the situation to her and I can tell that she understands what's going on, that's when I'm going to then address her behavior, and I'm going to ask her if she's ready to be nice. If she's not ready to be nice, like she is in this video, that is then when the timeout starts. So basically, it's completely in her power. It's her decision to make whether she wants to sit in timeout or not. Nova, listen to me. This time, Mom, be nice. Don't stomp your foot like that. Now listen to me. This time Mom is going to help you, okay? Okay, no, stand up. If you can't be nice, you will go sit in timeout. Are you ready to be nice? Okay, go sit down in timeout and fold your hands. Hey Google, set a timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, starting now.
Since she decided to go ahead and sit in timeout this time, then I went ahead and started her a timer. I do the timer based off of the age that she is. So I found that setting the timer specific to the age makes so that I give them just enough time that they need to be able to sit down, where it's not too long that they're going to forget why they're even sitting down in timeout, and it's not too short that they don't get the time needed to cool down. and to come out and behave the right way. Okay, stay there and sit down and fold your hands, okay? Now we just wait. We're gonna give her the full 2 minutes. Just carry on life like regular. I'm doing my own thing. Just listen to her cry. As she's sitting in timeout, I do have the expectation that she sits down and she folds her hands. I do not have the expectation that she can't cry or that she has to be quiet, because when I started this process with her, I had to have the expectation, something that I could actually make sure that it happened or follow through with. And if I told her something like stop crying or be quiet, there's literally nothing that I can do to follow through to make sure that that happens. I can't stop her from crying. But if I tell her to sit down, I can help her make that happen. If I tell her to fold her hands, I can help her to make that happen. So as I was training her in this process, I had to be very careful with what my expectations were and that I could actually follow through with making it happen. But we have been through this so many times. She's pro at everything. She knows exactly what the expectations are and she just does it. Okay, stop. So after the timer rings, that is when I go to her and again, get down on her level so that she can understand me, that I know that she's paying attention, she's ready to listen. I again explain to her the behavior that got her there and how she could do it better next time. I basically talk her through the emotions that she's feeling and what she can do about it. After I can tell that she understands, that is when I again ask her, are you ready to be nice and come out nice? When she says yes, that is when we take it to the next step and she apologizes for the behavior that happened, and then I have her give me an actual hug so that we are both on good terms, that we haven't ruined anything between us, so that she knows that I'm not mad at her and that she knows that I'm here to support her and carry her through her emotions. Are you ready to be nice?
Yeah.
Okay, now listen. If mom says, let me help you, then say, okay, mom. Okay, but listen, we don't pout and cry, okay? You just tell mom. Okay, are you ready to be nice? Okay, say sorry, mom. Good. Give me a hug. Big hug. Hug. There you go. Hey, you gonna be happy? Good girl. Okay, so that's how a typical round of timeout works for her. In this next video clip, I'm going to show you what happens when she chooses to be nice before even sitting in timeout. So basically, she has her meltdown, something's going wrong. I again talk to her, address the situation, and I ask her if she's ready to be nice and do it the right way. This time, she says yes. So I'm going to show you kind of what that looks like. Again, a little backstory before you watch the clip. What happened in this situation was she was playing with some toys and she got one of the toys that she was playing with and smacked her brother over the head with it a couple of times. Obviously, that behavior is not okay, so we address it. So again, I'm going to get down on her level, explain to her the situation, explain to her that the behavior or the actions that she did aren't okay, that wasn't okay, and then I help her know what to do from there. You have to be nice to Atticus. You can't hurt him, okay? If you can't be nice, you're gonna go sit in timeout. Are you ready to be nice? Okay. Show me. Move. Okay, say sorry.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
You're gonna be nice, okay? Okay, so the process looked pretty much exactly the same. The only difference is that when I asked her if she was ready to be nice and do it the right way, this time she said yes instead of no. So it meant no time out, because I don't use time out as the form of punishment, so to speak. Like, I'm not going to just be like, oh, you hit your brother over the head, go sit in time out. That's not necessarily what time out means to me. Time out is basically a time where they get to just sit there and kind of breathe, calm down, cool down a little bit, bit and then come out and address the situation the right way. In that last clip, she was already ready to do it the right way. She didn't need the time to cool down, so the timeout didn't even need to happen. But I do the same thing. I ask her if she's ready to be nice, and when she is, she tells me she's sorry, and then she gives me a hug. After this clip, she also went and apologized to her brother and gave him a hug, because that is who she needed to apologize, because that's who she hit. Obviously, this is gonna look different for different kids of different ages. Like I said, we have gone through this, we've practiced this so many times, so she's pretty pro at how to handle her emotions now. When she gets upset, she is able to calm down and cool off much quicker, versus when we first started this, it took some time for her to get to this point. But doing it this way has literally cut out and brought down the amount of meltdowns that we typically have in a regular day. She doesn't get upset anymore, and I can tell how much it's helped her to be able to mature and to be able to keep her emotions in check. So that is how I deal with my 2-year-old's tantrums.